Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services. This is a video on daily topic-wise news analysis where I'll be covering the news from two important newspaper, that is the Hindu and Indian Express. So whatever news, important news that is there in the newspaper, we'll be covering that. The important editorial would also be covered. Now coming to the first topic, what are the topic lists? So today is 20th of November and the first topic is Tech Summit 2020. This is an important topic. The second is Wilbur Wolbel bird. This is a bird which is first time reported in India. Vaccine plan ready. This is by Ministry of Health Affairs. जो हमारी Ministry of Health है उनके मुताबिक कुछ important clarification दी गई है कि how the vaccine thing would be executed. The second last topic is India to grow as a large data economy, and the last topic is East Asia Summit as ASEAN countries, right? So these are some of the important article and news that has been reported. Apart from this, I'll be also discussing some MCQs question at the end of this video and the explanation of yesterday questions, right? तो बने रहे वीडियो के अंत तक ताकि कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस आप प्रैक्टिस कर पाएं. Now the first topic is Tech Summit 2020. So this has been held in the Bangalore and this is important for your general studies paper 3. Paper 3 में काफ़ी important है and at the same time some parts here and there may be again important for your case study. अगर case study से कोई related questions आएंगे so this would be relevant there as well. So Prime Minister in this recent speech to the virtual Digital India Summit which calls for technology first as the governance model. तो Prime Minister ने कहा है कि जो टेक्नोलॉजी फर्स्ट होनी चाहिए हर एक गवर्नमेंट मॉडल में और जिस तरह से गवर्नमेंट ने नेशनल ई गवर्नेंस की जो पॉलिसी लाई थी टू मेक इंडिया मोर टेक्नोलॉजिकली अपग्रेडेटेड एंड टेक्नोलॉजिकली कनेक्टेड. So in line of that, the Prime Minister has focuses his priority on the technology first in all the governance model. And what he said, like Digital India Mission, which was launched 5 years ago, has not been seen as a regular government initiative and now has become a way of life. तो जिस तरह से टेक्नोलॉजी ने अपग्रेड किया है एवरीथिंग मेकिंग इट द वर्क मेकिंग इट मोर ईजियर फॉर द पीपल द कन्वीनियंस दैट इज बीइंग actualized by the Digital India has especially been seen for the people of poor and marginalized in the government, right? तो खास करके चाहे वो beneficiaries की बात हो, important government schemes की बात हो, so everything has been aligned and everything had the beneficiaries has actually been getting the benefits because everything was in place because of the technology, right? तो technology first is something which government is acting upon और ये priority list में है government के. तो इन दिस ऐसे कैन बी डायरेक्टली आस्क्ड, तो आप इस पे ऐसे भी तैयार रखें बिकॉज वेन एवर टाइम थिंग्स आर देयर इन द न्यूज एंड द थिंग्स आर ट्रेंडिंग ऐसे कैन बी आस्क्ड. तो टेक्नोलॉजी फर्स्ट एज अ डिजिटल गवर्नेंस मॉडल कैन बी अ श्योर शॉट ऐसे टॉपिक. नो कमिंग टू द इंडिया ऑस्ट्रेलिया पैक्ट, यहाँ पे इंडिया और ऑस्ट्रेलिया के बीच में कुछ पैक्ट हुई है. सो इन द समिट द प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ ऑस्ट्रेलिया he said that there is unlimited possibilities of working together in the space research, critical minerals, 5G, artificial intelligence. अगर AI की बात करें तो India has been looking forward to more upgrading their AI technology, quantum computing and much more. So these are the pact between India and Australia. They are looking forward to augment this. Now the two countries are also working together on the open, free, safe and secure internet, right? So internet is something which has given a boon to the economy, trade, commerce, health, everything, right? And both India and Australia have signed a landmark India Australia Technology Framework Agreement on the cyber enabled technology, right? So this is also an important agreement. If you're writing a pact between India and Australia on your IR relation, you must quote this because these are some of the contemporary agreements. Now, Australia believes that the technology held has a key new science, medical research, reduction in the carbon emissions, and tackling the global climate change. So, technology in general has a wide spectrum. उसका दायरा काफ़ी बड़ा है और उसकी uses की बात करें तो it can be used for medical researches, reduction of the carbon emissions और global climate change में. Now coming to the technology and COVID-19 after the pandemic, how technology has helped the world, especially India, so that has been discussed. So underlining the potential of the technology, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that the peak of the COVID-19 lockdown was there, and it was only ensured कि जो पुअर पीपल है उनको क्विक असिस्टेंस हो, या फिर जो उनको बेनिफिशरीज को जो अकाउंट में पैसे ट्रांसफर करने थे, दैट वाज ओनली पॉसिबल बिकॉज ऑफ द टेक्नोलॉजी थ्रू विच द गवर्नमेंट वाज एबल टू प्रोवाइड द क्विक असिस्टेंस टू द पुअर एंड मार्जिनलाइज्ड पीपल. Now, with the help of technology, जो vaccination process आने वाली है, because government has announced in like first quarter of the 2021, the India would be having the vaccine. तो उसके चीज में जो भी टेक्नोलॉजिकल अपग्रेडेशन करने की जरूरत है, जो लिस्टिंग करने की जरूरत है, that can be done through the technology. Now, technology has played a vital role in the success of world largest healthcare scheme, Ayushman Bharat. Ayushman Bharat is one of the world's largest healthcare scheme. So this has also been implemented with the help of the technology. Now, Shwamita scheme, this is again the land minerals जहाँ पे लोगों को सर्वे की गई है, तो उनके जो lands हैं that has been surveyed through the drone technology, and this has helped manually जो लोगों को अपनी ज़मीनों की they have to get their land measures और किनको कैसे benefits मिलने हैं. So this would be done by the drones, and they would be sharing the data to the government. And technological solution can also ensure prosperity in the country across the region, चाहे वो पंचायत लेवल पे हो, स्टेट लेवल पे हो, या फिर सेंटर लेवल पे हो. Everything the technology has made thing more prosperous. Now, cyber security and data protection, this was also one of the point that was discussed in this summit. So with the rapid increase of technology, गवर्नमेंट का कहना है कि जो डेटा प्रोटेक्शन है या फिर साइबर सिक्योरिटी है, दैट इज बिकमिंग वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. द प्राइवेसी ऑफ डेटा एंड at the same time providing all the security to the data is the present need of the hour. और प्राइम मिनिस्टर हैज हिमसेल्फ कॉल्ड कि जो भी यूथ हैं, दे कैन प्ले अ बिग रोल इन द रोबोस्ट साइबर सिक्योरिटी सॉल्यूशन. एंड इफेक्टिवली वैक्सीनेशन की जो डिजिटलाइजेशन प्रोसेस है, जो साइबर अटैक्स या जो वायरस हैं, दैट कैन अगेन बी प्रिवेंटेड विद द यूज ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी. So government has taken measures to ease the compliance burden of the IT industries, because many a times it has been noticed in the other countries as well. US की बात करें, जापान की बात करें, कि यहाँ पे साइबर अटैक्स होते रहती हैं, right? Even China has been witnessing the cyber attack, Russia. So for this we need to have a adherence law, a comprehensive law, so that that can protect our cyber security and data protections. Now, technology was also setting the pace of the defense sector to evolve. So India में how the defense sector is evolving, everything has its connection to the technology. So defense sector को secure करना, चाहे हमारी space हो या और भी DRDO के कुछ important data हो, कुछ ऐसा national security से related data है, that has to be given the utmost important, and it should be completely protected. So these were with regards to the cyber security and data protection. Now coming to the other news, that is willow warbler bird. This is an important bird that is first time reported in India. और कुछ भी इस तरह की न्यूज़ अगर आती है तो this become very important for your prelims examination, right? So this is a bird which tend to be there in the news, और इस तरह के सवाल आपसे prelims examination में अक्सर पूछे जा सकते हैं, right? So you have to ensure that आपने इसके बारे में पढ़ा हुआ है. Now coming to the news that the Wibbler bird, this is also known as Phygopus thrycosus. This is sighted in the first time in the country in the Trivandrum, right? जो Trivandrum district है, वहाँ पे इसको report किया गया. And this bird is the longest migratory bird that breeds through the northern and temperature of the Europe and the pre-Arctic, right? तो उसके बाद दिस बर्ड वेयर ऑल्सो इन द फॉर्म, अगर बात करें इनकी जो रीजन की वेयर इट्स माइग्रेट, सो इट कम फ्रॉम द नॉर्दर्न एंड टेम्परेट यूरोप, एंड दैट हैज बीन सीन इन इंडिया बिफोर. पहले इंडिया में इसको कभी भी देखा नहीं गया है. Now the bird was spotted by the Nirmal George. He is an associate professor and pharmacology at the program officer of National Service Scheme at the Sri Gokulam Medical Colleges and Research Foundation in the Vijayanamodu, right? So November 14 को he has reported, and he has shared the details with the other ornithological experts to identify this bird. But some of the peculiar feature or unique behavior of this bird is that they warbles and generally difficult to identify, क्योंकि उनकी साइज काफ़ी स्मॉल होती है और वो पम्बलेज करते हैं twice a year, right? And they are also the most difficult group of the birds to identify, क्योंकि उसकी striking resemblance जो है दूसरे bird से भी कई बार मिलती है, right? So it is very tough कि किस तरह के behavior हैं, उनको identify किया जाता है, उनके size को identify किया जाता है, then only it come to a conclusion कि yes, it is a Wilbur warbler bird. right? Now this is the image of the bird. You can see this is the tiny bird, which this is the largest migratory bird, and it has the capacity that can travel for long countries. So this is the small tiny bird. Now coming to the biodiversity hotspot, so Pelanavi Panchakari Paddy, this is the hotspot where the outskirt of the Trivandrum, and it is known as a harbor more 2213 species of the birds that include resident and the migratory bird. So this region in the Vengai Pannukari Paddy, this is the region where most of the species are found. And as many species, the warbler were again recorded as in the field, with the warbler Cambridge with the red warbler common. So in this particular region, this is for the first time that has been spotted. और जो expert का मानना है कि in the coming years this region can be a hotspot, right? Now coming to the other news, that is vaccine plan ready. This is a statement coming from the Union Health Minister. So this is important for the General Studies paper 3. So how the vaccination process would be done in India, the master plan is ready with the government. So according to the Union Health Minister, the COVID-19 vaccine would be ready in 3 to 4 months. That is possibly by March, India would be ready with the COVID-19 vaccine, March 2021. And the government has drawn the meticulous plan that on the healthcare workers and above the people who are 65 years of the age, they would be given the priority, and they would be listed on the top of the list. And the health minister has also said that there would be 400 to 500 million of vaccine doses that would be available for 250 to 200 million people by July or August, right? तो इंडिया की जिस तरह से पॉपुलेशन है 135 करोड़ की, सो इट वुड टेक टाइम टू कवर ऑल द पीपल, बट फर्स्ट द प्रायोरिटी लिस्ट हैज़ बीन जनरेटेड सो दैट जो फर्स्ट लाइन में जो डिफेंस में है और खास करके 65 ईयर ओल्ड या फिर बच्चे हों, इस तरह के लोगों को कोमॉर्बिडिटीज वाले जो लोग हैं उनको दे वुड फर्स्ट एडमिनिस्टर द वैक्सीन. And he also said, he means the Union Health Minister has said that he would be deciding that the expert will have the scientific point on it, right? So they would be also taking the views from the expert कि how the things has to be executed ताकि सारे लोगों को coverage की जाए. Now nearly 20 vaccines are there in the stage of development. इंडिया में सिर्फ एक नहीं, पूरे विश्व में ऐसी 20 वैक्सीन है जो डेवलप करी. इंडिया में 3 और 4 इंपॉर्टेंट वैक्सीन हैं, दे आर बीइंग डेवलप्ड. आई विल टेल यू दैट ऑल्सो. सो इंडिया वैक्सीन कैंडिडेट स्टेटस की अगर बात करें तो मेनी ऑफ द ट्रायल्स इन फेज 3, और जो ऑक्सफोर्ड की जो वैक्सीन है वो सीरम इंस्टीट्यूट के साथ मिलकर के काम कर रही है. दे आर ऑल्सो ऑन द फेज 3 एंड द क्लिनिकल ट्रायल ऑफ द इंडिजिनस डेवलप्ड वैक्सीन बाय द भारत बायोटेक एंड द ICMR इज ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड. और रेडी लेबोरेटरीज की अगर बात करें तो दे वुड सून स्टार्ट द कंबाइंड फेज 2 और फेज 3 ट्रायल विद द रशियन वैक्सीन दैट इज स्पुतनिक 5. सो दिस इज कमिंग टू इंडिया. और अगले वीक तक उत्तर प्रदेश की कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट फैसिलिटीज में स्पुतनिक 5 के ट्रायल्स भी होंगे. दे वुड बी स्टार्टिंग एंड अगेन द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग विल स्टार्ट इन इंडिया. तो पॉसिबली बाय मार्च 2021 इंडिया वुड बी गेटिंग इट्स वैक्सीन. Now coming to the other news, that is India to grow as a large data economy. This is the statement coming from the Union IT Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad. So this is important for your general studies paper 3, and at the same time it can be again important for the general studies paper 2 as well. Now the government is planning to cultivate India as a large data economy. And according to the Union IT Minister, the country will soon have its data protection law. This is a long pending law which has been demanded by the expert. और data privacy की अगर बात करें तो until unless we do not have DPL, this is DPL, data protection law, nothing can happen, right? So government is keen in promoting the large center for the data economy that would finalize the data protection, and this would become very soon because government is planning, they are finalizing the draft so that they can execute and come up with the law with regards to the data protection in India. Now coming to the data economy, so the data economy is mostly the raw data which is available, or India has humongous amount of data that is present, चाहे वो मोबाइल फोन्स की डेटा हो, आधार डेटाबेस हो, ई-कॉमर्स की डेटाबेस हो, ट्रांजेक्शन्स हो, ई-पेमेंट्स हो, everything is there and everything has to provide a security and the privacy. So during the pandemic, the communication sector has saw a growth. पेंडेमिक के टाइम में यही एक सेक्टर है जिसमें ग्रोथ देखी गई है. ऑलमोस्ट over 7% of the significant investment has been received. And during the pandemic, the center has received request from the Apple. जो Apple है ये यूएस की सबसे बड़ी जाइंट है, चाहे वो सेल फोन्स हो या फिर लैपटॉप्स में, ये कंप्यूटर यूनिट्स में बनाती हैं. तो एप्पल का कहना था कि दे वुड बी कमिंग टू इंडिया फॉर देयर कंपोनेंट एंड मैन्युफैक्चरिंग फ्रॉम चाइना, राइट. क्योंकि चाइना में जिस तरह से चीज़ें हुई हैं आफ्टर द कोविड-19 और यूएस के बीच में जो ट्रेड वॉर चल रहा है, on retaliation of that, the Apple has finally decided they would be shifting major of their plants to India. Now he also added, जो हमारे यूनियन IT मिनिस्टर, he said कि India and the global firm would be committed to bring 11 lakh crore rupees of investment. So a very large chunk of investment can be brought through the data or the digitalization. And next 5 years, this is related to the mobile component and manufacturing. So mobile is something which India is the world's largest consumer of mobile data and the cell phone and the smartphone. And it has again the potential of coming 5 to 10 years where another company can grow and can advance their mobile technology. Now coming to the last topic, that is East Asia Summit and the ASEAN countries. So this is with regards to the recent East Asia Summit. The outcomes has been discussed, and this is important for your general studies paper 2 in terms of IR sections. And again, some points here and there may be relevant for the prelims examination. So the East Asia Summit is the main summit in the Indo-Pacific region with all over the power that has gathered in the November. और इस बार की जो लीडर थी, जो चेयर था, वो वियतनाम ने उसको चेयर किया था. जो वियतनाम के प्राइम मिनिस्टर हैं, he has chaired the EAS this time, the recent summit, and the leader of the forum were informally to build upon. और जो यूजुअल सेकेंड आसियान समिट होती है उसके बाद the dialogue is being performed, जो EA का है, East Asia Summit. So the dialogue was performed including India was the partner membership, और इंडिया ने डाइवर्सिटी की बात की है, टेरिटोरियल इंटीग्रिटी की बात की है. सो दीज आर द सोवरेनिटी की बात भी प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने कहा था. वी ऑलरेडी हैड अ डिस्कशन ऑन दैट, हैव बीन कंटिन्यूअसली डिस्कसिंग दिस. हमने पिछले 2 एडिटोरियल में इसको डिस्कस भी किया है एनालिसिस में. सो इफ यू हैव नॉट वॉच दिस, यू कैन वॉच द सीरीज, यू कैन वॉच दैट वीडियोज एज वेल. Now the target of the EAS, जो East Asia Summit थी. So this year the leaders have documented the regional economy, maritime security, dealing with the epidemics and the role of the women. So these were main of the theme line under which the entire summit took place. And last year की बात करें तो यहाँ पे sustainability, ट्रांजिशन क्राइम और इलिसिट ड्रग्स, ये 3 इंपॉर्टेंट कंपोनेंट थे जो कि पिछले बार के समिट में काफ़ी ज़्यादा डोमिनेंट में थे. तो अगर आप लिखते हैं एग्जामिनेशन में, यू हैव टू मेंशन दिस एज वेल. इन द प्रीवियस समिट दीज वेर सम ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट थीम्स अपॉन विच द डिस्कशन टुक प्लेस. And over the year, EAS has been looking forward for the non-traditional threatening, including the fishing, humanitarian assistance, disaster relief, and mitigations. Right? तो जो EAS है वो पूरे आसियान कंट्रीज को एक अपॉर्चुनिटी प्रोवाइड करती है वेयर इट कैन बिकम मोर रियलिस्टिक इंटरनल डिसेंशन एंड चाइना की जो सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है उसको रिजॉल्व किया जा सके. राइट. Now कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट डिक्लेरेशन की भी बात की गई है, जैसे हनोई डिक्लेरेशन है. दिस हैज देयर इन द 15th एनिवर्सरी ऑफ द EAS एंड दिस इज मेयर ऑन द 12th पैराग्राफ. जो हनोई डिक्लेरेशन है वो ये बताती है कि द रीजनल इशू जो है आसियान कंट्रीज की, दे शुड बी टेकन, और जो रीजनल कनेक्टिविटी है, जो डेवलपमेंट है एशियन कंट्रीज में, उसको प्रमोट करने की जरूरत है. एंड टू रिमूव द सब्सटेंसिव आइडियाज दे वर ड्रॉप्ड टू हैव अ इनकॉर्नस डॉक्यूमेंट, एंड दिस वाज सिमिलर टू द 10th एनिवर्सरीज ऑफ द Kuala Lumpur Declaration of 2015, which does not build a program by the EAS, and the variety of function issues were to be addressed. Right? तो ये कुछ important 2 declaration है, the Hanoi Declaration and the Kuala Lumpur Declaration. You can Google this, you can read in the Wikipedia. Sometimes you can quote this in the mains examination. A direct question cannot be asked in the prelims examination. कुछ और इंपॉर्टेंट कंसर्न्स को लेकर के भी बात हुई थी EAS में, ईस्ट एशिया समिट में. सो द रीजनल कनेक्टिविटी एंड परसेप्चुअल शिफ्ट अगेन द मैरीटाइम स्पेयर वाज वन ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट कंसर्न. दूसरी जो इंपॉर्टेंट कंसर्न थी वो चाइना को लेकर के भी थी, जिस तरह से चाइना की इंडो पैसिफिक रीजन में वो ग्रो कर रहा है, स्पेशली इन द साउथ चाइना सी. राइट. सो दिस इज अबाउट द इंडो पैसिफिक रीजन एंड द साउथ चाइना सी. सो दैट हैज रेज्ड अ कंसर्न. उसके अलावा द मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स एंड फाइनेंशियल स्टेबिलिटी so far has played a major role, और इंडिया ने कहा है कि जो आसियान FTA है, फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट है, that has to be reviewed with all the countries. And India especially has टॉक्ड अबाउट द एपिडेमिक, किस तरह से हमारी कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग जो है, चाहे वो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग बेसिस की बात हो, फार्मास्यूटिकल्स हो या फिर सप्लाई चेन की बात हो, इंडिया इज लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू ऑगमेंट द मेडिकल सप्लाईज एंड लॉजिस्टिक फॉर कमिंग सीन द कोविड-19 वैक्सीन वुड बी अवेलेबल। तो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि जो लॉजिस्टिक सपोर्ट्स है वो सारे कंट्री के पास हो। एंड देयर इज अ नीड टू लेवरेज द डायरेक्टली द विद द आशियन कंट्री, जितने भी आशियन कंट्रीज हैं उनको जहाँ पे लेवरेज दी मिल जा सकती है या जो बेनिफिट्स मिलने चाहिए एक दूसरे कंट्री से वो मिलने की जरूरत है। सो देयर नीड टू हैव अ कोऑर्डिनेशन एंड कोऑपरेशन बिटवीन ऑल आसियान कंट्रीज, राइट? सो दीज आर सम ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट कंसर्न्स. Now coming to the answers of yesterday questions. So for the first question, the correct answer here is C. That PSLV shift of the first launch pad Satish Dhawan Space Center से इसको launch किया गया था. And it has 30 international co-passenger satellite. और Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle is a 4-stage launch vehicle that has the core alone version of the PSLV, and the primary goal of the HISIS is to study the Earth's surface in the visible near infrared shortwave and the electromagnetic spectrum. So I've taken these details from the Hindu. You can Google about the HISIS and you can get the details out of it, right? Now coming to the second question, the correct option here is again C, that the Wood Dispatch on education has led a great interest on the female education, and the Christian missionaries were the first to be set up in the Calcutta Female Juvenile Society, and the Bethune School was founded by J.E.D. Bethune, which was there in the 1849. This was the first fruit powerful movement against the women education that arose in 1840 to 1850s. So in NCERT of class 12th, Bipin Chandra is the book where you can find. Spectrum is also a good book where all the details have been provided. Now coming to the MCQs question of the day. So for the first question is coming from environment with reference to Albingo Orangtuan. Consider the following statement. They are found exclusive to the Western Ghat, and Orangutan are the vegetation which eat mostly the fruits, right? You have to consider the statement and you have to write your answer in the comment section with A, B, C, D. So whatever you know is the correct answer, just let me know in the comment section down below. Now coming to the second question, this is from the modern history with reference to Atim Sabha. Consider the following statement. So it campaigned against the idolatry, caste prejudice, meaningless ritual, and other social ills. And it was set up in Wardha in Maharashtra. So just let me know which among the following is the correct statement. If you have any additional information with regard to Atim Sabha, that also you can share with us in the comment section, right? And those of you who are new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. And if you like this video, do not forget to give a thumbs up. This is a support which helps us to make more informative videos for you, right? If you have any other concern, do let us know. We'll be more than happy to assist you. For time being, I'm signing off. Wish you all the best. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you so much.